Rolling.
Is there something out? Did my letter come? Oh wow.
I think that's it.
It is. I got accepted.
Woohoo!
Hi, I'm Ross Mitchell and I'm a high school senior. Over the past couple of months, like many high school seniors across the nation, I've been applying to the colleges I would like to attend. And as of just now, in the past couple of weeks, I have been receiving the acceptance letters from a few of these. Acceptance letters into a university are a great accomplishment and one that should be celebrated. However, they also bring up a great question that needs a very significant answer. How are we as high schoolers and our families to afford this massive expense known as a college degree? There's several ways to do it. One very commonly used is student loans. However, this might not be the best way. To help me explain some of the pros and cons of student loans, I have pulled information from the International College Access and Success Forum, Yahoo Financing, Millennial Personal Financing, and a few other individual accounts as well. Every year in the United States, about 65% of high school graduates enroll in college. However, about half of these students will not finish their degree at that college. They will have transferred to a smaller or more affordable school. About a third of the students that enroll will not finish college at all. Both of these, more often than not, have to do with the enormous cost of a college degree. Did you know that the average state school in America costs about $20,000 a year? That's $80,000 for a four-year college degree. If you choose to go to a private school, it's even more. The tuition at Baylor University right here in Waco, Texas is $32,000 a year alone. After the calculated average yearly cost, it's $52,000. That means that a four-year degree at Baylor University is over $200,000. The average high schooler and their family simply do not have that kind of money. Therefore, they take out student loans and more often than not go into debt. As shown by this chart, over the past 10 years or so, this dates back to 1999, so it's about 15 or 16, the national student debt has grown exponentially. However, the national income average has not grown hardly at all. This makes the growing debt even more of a factor because the proportions are growing larger. There are several ways to combat student loan debts. One of the ways to do this, simply don't use student loans. Fairly common sense. One of the best ways to not use student loans is apply for scholarships. The colleges that you would like to attend will likely have scholarships that you can apply for. Also look for scholarships from the associations you may be in. A National Honor Society, a youth group, any organization you participate in will likely have some sort of scholarship. Another way is online scholarship browsers, such as fastweb.com and zinch.org. Both of these are websites containing more than 1 million scholarships. You simply log on, create a profile, and they filter all scholarships into that profile that you are eligible to apply for. Simply apply and wait for more words. Who knows, you may win the scholarship and now you have more money towards the degree that you would like. Another way to not go into so much debt is to choose a school wisely. You should choose a school based on the career and the major that you would like, not a school based on the one that you would like to have attended since your age of 2. If you would like to be a teacher, you should probably not attend Baylor University, even if your whole family has gone there, and even if that's been your dream school the whole life. You must choose your university based on your major, and another thing to keep in mind is, will you be able to pay for it with the career that you will get afterwards? Using the teacher example again, if you would like to be an elementary or a junior high level teacher, it would be a much safer bet to go to SFA or Tarleton. Both very reputable teaching schools and both have a much lower cost than, say, a Baylor or an SMU. With a teacher's salary, you simply will not be able to repay the hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt that you may go into, whereas a $10,000 debt from SFA or Tarleton is a very accomplishable amount to be repaid. So in closing, college is a great learning experience, albeit an expensive one, but it is a very necessary one. One way you can just make sure you don't go into debt is plan your college around your career. Decide what job you would like, find out what major you need to get that job, find out what colleges are good for that major, and then find out what colleges you can afford that have that major. This will help you ensure that you can use the major you get and you will not go into debt because of that major. Secondly, apply for scholarships. Scholarships are one of the best ways to afford for college. There's lots of them, you just have to look. Third, stick to your plan. Don't become a bad statistic. Just grind it out and be sure you get the degree to get the job you want. You'll thank yourself in the end. And lastly, only use student loans as a last resort and don't use them if they're going to be more than you can repay back. It would be a better idea to go to a less expensive school than to take out student loans and be in debt the rest of your life. Thank you.